Good morning. Maybe not so much of a t-shirt video, but maybe more of inspiration again, right? So I'm sitting here in the LA area, in Irvine, right? I came up to meet my buddy Stan Banks and room over at Supacolor. And it's been an amazing experience, right? And I say that with so much like joy in my heart because, you know, I'll continue to preach how last year I was completely in this state of depression, anxiety, even at the point where it was like, man, like I hate my life. Like nothing's gonna ever happen for me, right? Excuse me. And that was because I got laid off from COVID. And I had always wanted to be an entrepreneur. I've always had the entrepreneur mindset. I just didn't have the jump or enough belief that I could make it happen, right? So I'm glad that it did, and it sat me on my ass on my couch for, a few months trying to figure out what it was I was gonna do. So a year or something ago, I'm sitting online and I'm just watching, these t-shirt people, specifically Reyes. Like I said, Reyes was the first one that I saw, and then came Stan and Brando, a bunch of people. Then I had learned about Supacolor, and I never said, hey, I'm going to reach out to every single one of them. I'm going to beg them. I didn't. I just said to myself, you know what? I can do that. I've been doing t-shirts for so long. I've done it for years and years and years and years and years. I'm coming back to it again. And like with everything else, things change. And so, okay, this is the new process. We're screen printing. And I mean, screen print transfers have been around for some years. I just never had jumped on it, right? And so I said to myself, one day, I'm going to be sitting in the presence of all these guys. I'm going to be picking their brains. We're going to be growing together, and I'm going to grow this thing. And here I am, really less than a year later, and organically building everything I've done led me to the place that I'm at today, where I'm able to sit with the same guys I was saying I'm going to sit with them one day. Not only that, I've become friends with them, and that's really all that I wanted. I think when I went into this, it was like, man, I'm just gonna try it. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, maybe my style's too different. I'm too different. I almost talked myself out of it, and I stuck with it. And that's what it's really about, is sticking with something you believe in. I believed in it. I knew it was gonna happen. I know that there's still more things that are meant for me, and that's opening these doors. Like I'm big on talking about my community and things like that, and I want to be able to offer classes, and I want to bring these same people out to my city, to be able to teach, those that have watched them online or watching them online. I want to hold a class on, how to use a heat press, how to do every single process from just a heat transfer paper to a screen print transfer to maybe even some silk screen. I love the process. I still silk screen, with a couple of screens. There's a video on Amazon. Amazon. You can buy the stuff on Amazon, but there's a video on YouTube on how to, silk screen with just a couple screens using your vinyl, basically, right, as a stencil. So I still do that. So I want to be able to offer all these different options and things like that to other people in my community. And again, bring in these same people. Hopefully I can connect that, because I know it would just inspire them even more to see one of these guys walk in and be like, oh my God, I'm watching them on YouTube teaching me how to do this, and now they're here teaching us. That's my goal. That's what I really want so bad, to be able to connect with these companies that say, hey, look, we'll donate to that cause. We want to be a part of it too. And not just in my city, maybe it can start there, and we can take that, to other cities and communities, right? But anyhow, as I'm sitting here, just kind of reflecting back on everything, and I'm just like, wow, the law of attraction, what you speak into existence is really true. I mean, look, I kid you not, how beautiful this is. Beautiful LA. Beautiful LA. But anyhow, so it's been, like I said, super, super, super fun. It was great to finally meet Rum from Supacolor in person, to be able to walk the facility and see how a lot of the stuff functions. There's a secret door though that nobody can cross over, where the magic happens. So I didn't get to that side, and maybe one day I will. But that's the beauty of it too. I don't want to see that side. I want that to always be like, oh my God, how do they do this? Even though I know, but that feeling of like, that's the one thing Supacolor is always going to have that I'll never know about, or anybody, right? Only a few get to. So I like that. But let me tell you, with Supacolor, when I walked in there yesterday, right? Excuse me, I'm burping because we just had breakfast. When I walked in there, I was expecting to see like thousands of employees. And there wasn't. There was probably a handful. I'm like, wait a minute. For the millions of transfers that you guys put out, this short amount of people handles all that? Man, I had such a new respect for them. I mean, even more so than I already had. And then obviously I can't tell you any of the names of the people that use them, but let me tell you, there are some humongous companies. There are some huge artists, and there are a lot of people who use Supacolor. I was so amazed by that. To even be like, man, I use the same company that a lot of these people I watch maybe on TV or something are using too. So Supacolor is that amazing. And I know some people have a problem with Supacolor, and the majority of us love them. And this isn't a Supacolor promo video at all whatsoever. I'm honored to be a part of what they're doing, to be able to go in there and now shoot content and things like that and grow with them. But what makes them even better to me is that personal relationship. Seeing Rum in person, when he walked up, he gave me this huge hug, and I was like, man, this is what you need, from these companies, that one-on-one, relationship sometimes, for them to, to see that they really do care about you, and what you're doing. And I get that from Supacolor. They truly care about each and every single one of us, and it's very rare. Of course, you have other transfer companies, and maybe one or two, I might have a contact with that I talk to and say, hey, how you doing, so and so, but nothing like Supacolor at all, where they really take the time. They really invest in those who invest in them. So anyhow, as I'm sitting here, I just want to tell you that if you believe in yourself, if you believe in your dream, if you really work hard at it, let things happen organically, know in your head that you're going to do it. You don't know when it's going to happen, but you know it's going to. And so you're already thanking the universe ahead of time for making it happen, even though it hasn't happened just yet. It will happen for you. I never thought I'd be sitting here right now doing some T-shirt stuff, right? And now it's growing beyond that. We're taking it to somewhere completely different. And I'm dropping my own clothing line finally, because when I started this initially a year ago, I just wanted somebody to press all my shirts, for my own clothing brand, and none of you fools hit me. And I did it by myself, and I'm glad. But that's how I really originally started. And then I said, I'm just gonna do everything by myself. Doing it by myself led me to where I'm at today. I'm not saying do it by yourself, because some people have some successful clothing brands and they don't want to press anything. They don't want to go through all this. They just want to get their stuff done, and that's it. I pressed all my own stuff. I still press all my own stuff. I've grown and helped grow tons of other brands. I'm helping them with their stuff, giving them advice, coming up with designs. I'm a part of so many little groups now where we're just trying to build brands, not just T-shirts. It's going into other stuff. And then I'm surrounded by a team, about 5 or 6 of us, and all of us just push each other, right? So definitely get surrounded with people that have the same mindset, people that don't have any jealousy issues, people that want to see you win, that genuinely want to see you win. Surround yourself with that and see if that doesn't make a difference, because I wake up every single day saying like, oh my God, what did my boy do today? What did my homegirl do today? And when I see them doing something, I'm like, oh my God, that means I got to get on my grind and do something today too. So we're just matching each other's energy, and that's what's helping me grow, and it's what's helping them grow too. But anyway, that's all I'm going to say today. I know I'm a little long-winded at the moment, but I'm just happy. I'm super, super, super happy, and I'm happy to share it with these guys today. They got to come see the process, a little getaway, and we'll shoot some more content today at Supacolor, and then we'll head home. We'll head home tomorrow at some point. Take them. One of them wants to go to Melrose, Beverly Hills. Like when you're young. The other one wanted to go see the Nipsey Hussle Memorial, but we just heard right now that they've blocked it all off. You can't even go down the alleyway that leads you to the wall. where his image is at. So it's okay. We'll find some other stuff to do. But most importantly, I'm just loving that I'm spending it with them, spending it here. My boy's upstairs taking a shower. Osai, we're helping his brand grow. He's selling merchandise. He's been here for a couple days with me, and and we've been driving him to push content and things like that. And he's just selling product every single day. Every time we wake up, he's excited. I sold 5 today. I sold 10 today, and it's just growing. It's growing, bro. And to see the joy in his heart, stuff that I'm pressing for him, man, it makes me emotional, because if you understood, my past, what he and I used to have to do to survive, and stay alive, then you'd be like, damn, you guys have come a long way. And we're still growing. There's a lot of room to grow. I'm small, tiny potatoes compared to any of these guys that I'm, building friendships with. But I love them like I would love anybody else, because they're giving me the opportunity to come out here and do this. Stanbanks has been an entire blessing to my life. Reyes has been a humongous blessing. These guys are my friends. And I mean my friends. We're growing this great friendship that has nothing to do with T-shirts sometimes. And that's what makes this process even better. I'm making friends along the way, and they're helping me grow my brand, my business, put food on my table, blessing me with opportunities. It's crazy, man. Anyway, you guys have an amazing day. Speak it into existence, because it will happen for you. I'm out.